Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay, and on this channel we cover all things beauty and we talk about fragrance a lot. So today we are finally talking about the new Kayali Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. I love the packaging. I think it's beautiful. I love the packaging so much on all my Kayalis, but this one is truly special and I truly feel like it does represent the fragrance inside. So this is a very fun, girly, sweet, sugary fragrance. It opens up and wow, it is a burst of sugar. And I get a lot of that bubblegum, and to me the most addictive part about that bubblegum is it smells like it's covered in whipped cream. It's very creamy to me, and I said it on my TikTok, but it kind of reminds me of when I was a kid and they do those little fairs, the festivals, where you would get your bubblegum wrapped in the whipped cream, and it was just a really fun treat as a kid. So that part of it really does pull at my heartstrings. You also do get that candy sugar, like that rock sugar smell to it a lot just in the opening. So let me first talk about the notes, let's talk about the price and the marketing for this fragrance, because they have been killing it when it comes to the marketing. I got mine from Sephora, and on Sephora for the 1.7 fluid ounce, it did retail for $100. Had I purchased from the Huda Beauty website, I would have got the fragrance for $89, which is $11 cheaper. However, because Sephora was doing a 4 times points deal and I really love their shipping, I decided to go for Sephora, which honestly, if you love their point system, I would opt for Sephora. But if you do, like, you really don't care, you want to get it for less money, Huda Beauty is the way to go. But unfortunately right now they are sold out. At Sephora, the 3.4 fluid ounce is $138, and on Huda Beauty it's $13 cheaper, and then the little mini size, the mini replica, is $32 on both websites. I also know that Huda Beauty's website does have a point system, but I'm not super familiar with that. I will say Sephora, I actually got this fragrance 2 days after purchasing, so to me it was really worth it with the shipping, and again, it got me to my Rouge reward, so I'm very happy about that, and I will link it down below on both websites so you can kind of see more what I'm talking about. Moving right along to the marketing of the scent, when I first saw this launch, my stomach was like growling. I was so hungry. It was very enticing if you do like gourmands. I think a lot of us were just like kicking our feet excited, and that was totally my experience with it. The marketing on these scents is always so great, and it really gives you those high expectations, and so I knew I was gonna get it. I was very excited to have a fragrance with a bubblegum note, which I'd never tried before in my life, and so I'm gonna read their description on the scent and then tell you what I get. It's in the family of warm and spicy, the scent type of warm and sweet gourmands, and it says live your sweetest fantasy with vanilla candy rock sugar 42 eau de parfum. It's sugary, delightful, and tempting. This fragrance is the lighter, more youthful take on the brand's cult favorite vanilla 28, and so it took 42 rounds of formulations to develop this juice. I can't get over the bottle. And the notes are top notes of vanilla, pear, marshmallow, rum, violet leaves, and ylang ylang. Middle notes are bubblegum, jasmine, jelly bean, labdanum, and caramel. And base notes are sugar, patchouli, vetiver, cashmere wood, tonka, and sandalwood. And for me, the fragrance again opens up very girly, very playful, little bright to me coming from the bubblegum. The bubblegum in the scent is really obvious in the opening, but as it dries down, you do start to lose that a bit. And please, if someone has a fragrance that reminds you of the opening of this scent and it stays that way the whole way through, please let me know. But yeah, it is that bubblegummy, rock sugar, sugary pear that you get in the opening. It's very fun to me, and it doesn't remind me off top of La Belle, but on the dry down it really does have that DNA, but just made more bubblegummy, sweet, light, more again playful and youthful to me. So as it does start to dry down in the mid, that is where for me I get this really creamy vanilla that mixes in with the patchouli, making it a little bit more wearable and not as sugary, like juvenile sweet. And that part of the fragrance I could see some people not liking, some people really enjoying in the fragrance. And I think what Kayali does the best, in my opinion, is mixing those really complex notes that typically you might not be a fan of with these really just mouth-watering, delicious, yummy gourmands. And so I think that's been done really well here. In the mid, I do get like a powdery sweetness. It has marshmallow, there is the violet leaf, and the jelly bean I think is almost giving it like that plasticky sweet candy vibe as well. I do not smell this and think jelly bean at all, but I do get that plasticky kind of texture just a touch. So I do like that in my fragrances, like Cloud. I get that a little bit. I just smelled that fragrance yesterday, which is why I think I'm saying this. But anyways, someone in my comments even said it smells like a dentist, but I do not get that in the slightest. On the actual dry down though, again, that is where to me it does remind me of La Belle, because it does have that depth. It's a little deeper, more warm, like the scent family would suggest, and it's not grown and sexy, I don't want to say that, but it does have more of, I guess I'd say more maturity than what you do get in the opening. So you have the patchouli, the rum, the vetiver, there is a cashmere wood note, so it's a bit musky. It is a deep, woody, vanilla, creamy sweetness that you get on the dry down with that fruity pear. I personally do not get Vanilla 28 at all. I really get the brown sugar in Vanilla 28, but it does have a deep, woody edge to it that makes it so sexy to me. And because this is a really girly, again, sweet, yummy scent in the opening, it does feel a little more childish, but then on the dry down, it really does have that depth. So that is kind of where they are similar to me. And then I've seen people say it smells like Silk Santal. A little bit, but like I swear Silk Santal is way more ethereal, feminine, like very bridal to me a little bit. I would have 3 backups of this one. This is just a love for me. This is a light. It's a like. I do really like the opening of it a lot. I think that it's very fun. Like I said, a little nostalgic. As it dries down, it does get more mature to me, and I think it is well balanced. Yeah, it does get more warm and woody vanilla towards the base, and it's not as juvenile, candy sweet, foo-foo la-la as in the opening. So I would for sure recommend trying this one first, because again, I do feel like between that patchouli, the vetiver, there's the rum and sandalwood, it does really cut the sweetness considerably, and even the bubblegummy sweetness I get hints of in the dry down, but it does feel more towards the background. So I do wish it kind of had a little bit more of the opening towards the dry down, because I really do like it. I like the dry down too, because it does kind of remind me of a lighter version of La Belle, and that fragrance is very, very strong. I know a lot of people do not like it. I personally love it. I'm so eager to hear your thoughts. I'll update you with longevity and projection the more I wear this. I've only had it for 2 days now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good things, and I will see you in the next one, besties. Bye!